Hi, second graders. Today we're going to read a new book, and this book is called Mercy Watson to the Rescue, and it's by Kate DiCamillo. Now, remember last week we talked about how we can get a lot of information from the picture and the title. So, I'm looking at this picture, and it looks like there's a pig in this story for sure. And when it says Mercy Watson to the rescue, it makes me think that maybe there was a problem and maybe Mercy Watson is going to be the one to help out. So let's read this story and find out if what we think is true. Mercy Watson to the rescue. Chapter 1. Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson have a pig named Mercy. Each night they sing Mercy to sleep. Bright, bright is the morning sun, sing Mr. and Mrs. Watson, but brighter still is our darling one. Dark, dark is the coming night, but oh, our Mercy shines so bright. And look at this picture of them. Doesn't it look like that they love Mercy? Now, it's kind of silly. They're tucking a pig into bed, aren't they? So this kind of gives us a clue of what kind of book this might be. This song makes Mercy feel warm inside, as if she has just eaten hot toast with a great deal of butter on it. Mercy likes hot toast with a great deal of butter on it. But when Mr. and Mrs. Watson kiss her goodnight and turn off the light, Mercy's room becomes dark, very dark, and Mercy does not feel warm and buttery toasty inside anymore. She feels afraid. Ooh, I am making a connection to this story right now because sometimes when it's dark outside, I too am afraid when it gets dark. So I kind of understand how Mercy is feeling right now. Do you? Let's look at this word toast. Do you see the word toast? Toast on the page. Let's talk about that word for just a second. See the word toast? When we have two vowels that are side by side, you might have heard the rule when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking, and it usually says its name. So in this instance, when we see the O and the A, instead of having their own sounds, the O takes over and it says his name or has a long vowel sound. So T, O, st, toast. Do you see that? Let's see if we can find another word as we read that also applies to that rule. And I see there's a picture of hot buttery toast. And look, poor Mercy. She looks a little scared, doesn't she? One night, after Mr. and Mrs. Watson sang their song about the sun, kissed Mercy goodnight, and turned off the light, Mercy decided something. She decided that she would be much happier if she wasn't sleeping alone. And so Mercy got out of her bed and went and got in bed with Mr. and Mrs. Watson. She snuggled up between them. Mercy felt warm inside, as if she had just eaten hot toast with a great deal of butter on it. Ooh, do you see a word on this page that might apply to what we just talked about with the two vowels? Okay, let's keep reading. Chapter 2. Mr. and Mrs. Watson and Mercy were all in bed together. They were all dreaming. Mr. Watson was dreaming of driving a very fast car. Vroom, said Mr. Watson in his sleep. Vroom, vroom. Mrs. Watson was dreaming of buttering hot toast for Mercy. She buttered one piece and then another piece and then another. Do you see that word toast again? Toast. Do you also see the word beside it? It's dreaming. Let me show you this word. Do you see the word dreaming? Look at this. Do you see the two vowels together? Remember what our rule is. When we see two vowels together, the first vowel says its name or has the long vowel sound. Dra, e, m, ing. Dra, e, m, ing. Dreaming. Good job. Have some more, dear, Miss Watson said in her sleep. Eat up, yum, yum. Mercy was dreaming about hot buttered toast, too. In Mercy's dream, hot buttered toast was piled high on her favorite blue plate, and Mrs. Watson was buttering still more. It was an excellent dream. Do you see how they're showing these little clouds up here? That shows us that a character is dreaming. When you see that in a book, it will show you that a character is dreaming. Mr. Watson said, "Vroom, vroom." Mrs. Watson said, "Have some more, dear." Mercy snuffled and chewed in her sleep. Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson and Mercy were all so busy sleeping that they did not hear the bed creak. Ooh, do you see that word creak? Do you see the word creak? C-R-E-A-K. Does that also talk about our rule? When we see the two vowels together, cr-e-k, cr-e-k. Creak is another way, another word that shows us when two vowels are together, the first one says its name. All right, we're going to stop there for today. Tomorrow, we will see what happens to the Watsons.